us on the second episode of MABER. So before we start our talk show, maybe we can tagline. I'm sure you guys remember about our tagline.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. MABER.
Mahasiswa bercerita.
Okay, now I will introduce our best host who will guide today's talk show. And there is me, Eka Laura, and the other host.
Hello, I'm Anabel Imania.
Hi, I'm Adhel Aura.
Hai, Amadan Regi.
Hello, I'm Deli.
Okay, give applause.
So give applause.
Okay, today the topic that we bring will be really exciting because it is still related to the current situation. It is the pandemic COVID-19.
Oh yeah? What's the topic today?
So, the topic that we will discuss is heroes in pandemic times.
Okay, at this episode, we have a very special guest. She is a person who is very instrumental in the world of education. Everyone needs it for all the knowledge who wants to have. I think you all know it already, alright, my friends?
Yes, of course. Surely you already know from the initial clue, and maybe anyone can guess the question.
Yes. Maybe
Yes.
it's a teacher, right?
Yes, that's right, Deli. She's a teacher at primary school in the city of Lampung, especially in North Lampung. She's our special guest on this talk show, and we will talk about so many things about his career as a teacher. And we know that she teach during the COVID-19 pandemic. And we immediately called Mrs. Ivo from Dua Abung Jayo Primary School, North Lampung. Applause.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Halo.
Nice to meet you
Miss
too.
Ma'am.
Hello ma'am, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm fine too. How is your daily life as a teacher during a pandemic, ma'am?
Okay. My daily activity is teaching students at school and taking a good care of my family.
Oh, are you married? So we can call you Mrs.
Okay, that would be good.
Okay, so we can call Mrs. Yes.
Okay, yes. Yes, I am married. I have two sons, and they are at school too right now. So my activities right now is teaching, especially the school activity is going normal again. Okay.
Oh yeah? I'm so happy to hear that. How do you feel after doing online learning activities for a long time and now you are back to doing offline learning?
I'm so happy because the learning process is back to normal again, even though the condition is not yet fully recovered. But I am happy to have activities as the year before the pandemic area. Now the learning process might divided into two sessions every day to less the crowded.
Okay, is there any tricks to teach the student in the pandemic?
Okay, yes, we must divide the class into two sessions. Each class receive 3 days to go to school. For example, the first class goes to school on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday and Friday. And the rest or the next will go to school on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So the most important thing is that the students can return to their usual activities at school and meet their friends and teachers. And before the offline learning activities, were there any difficulties with you, Miss, as a teacher?
Okay, during the pandemic, especially for the primary school teacher, we find some problems to conduct a communication with the students or their parents. Furthermore, if there are any parents who doesn't have facilities as cell phones, because primary school students is different from junior or even the senior high school students who are smart in using face-to-face technology online.
Yes. It's true that we students have used high technology to communicate with lecturers and friends who are far away. And then how about students who do not have mobile phones to study online, Miss?
Okay, because here not all of the students have handphone, so we give a chance to other to come to school and take the manual tasks to do at home and then collect it again to school.
Oh, okay. So how about the learning system in your school?
Unfortunately, our school location is not in the middle of the city, so the learning system is not very modern.
Hmm.
Our school implements a system by giving the text through the parents once a week. Then, to share information about the school announcement, we can get through the handphone.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay.
No. It's quite difficult. Then, do you feel the decrease in the quality of student learning while studying online, Miss?
Okay. Yes, of course. We can feel the quality of the learning process is really declined, especially for the kindergarten students which goes to primary school, who they
Hmm.
don't know anything, and even there are some students who cannot read. That is a really challenge for us.
Oh yeah, I understand. It's very difficult for a teacher who was to teach during in pandemic COVID-19.
Ah, yes. Okay, next question is I'm curious about one thing and want to ask this question. You mentioned earlier about the decline in the quality of learning, especially in this pandemic. Students are required to be able to understand lessons even though learning activities are carried out online. And there may be some things that make students confused and have to understand lessons from various sources, maybe from YouTube or TikTok. So, in your opinion, is this way is effective for primary school or does it make the children more confused?
Maybe for some students who have handphone, it is effective because they can operate it. But for
Hmm.
some or the rest, it's really ineffective. That's all.
Okay.
How is the government support for teacher in the area where you live? Especially during the pandemic, is there any special support for teacher
What do you mean more specifically?
in the government? I mean, government support for teacher in your area, ma'am. Especially during the pandemic, is there any special support for the teacher from the government? I mean,
As I know, the government also prepared the free internet packet for the students and the teachers too.
Oh, yeah. So that's how it is.
Okay, then now it's offline. Is there any difference between offline school before pandemic and offline school during the pandemic?
Okay, of course, any difference in the way of giving the materials, especially in the learning process during
Oh,
pandemic.
okay.
Okay.
Mm-mm. So, how enthusiastic are the students who have attended school face to face or offline school right now.
They are so happy because they can meet their friends and doing their tasks together at school, especially when they are guided by their teacher.
Oh, so how about offline school activities right now? Is it as effective as before the pandemic, Miss?
As I said before, of course it is not. As I told before, the students divided into two sessions and the learning times is different because it is only a half time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then when the students are online, do the teachers just stay at home or do they still go to school?
Of course, the student at home and the teachers are fully at school. We all go to school every day because sometimes we have meeting with other teachers and sometimes when the parents go to
And
school and
ask.
ask something they don't know. So we must stay at school.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay, may I know, Miss, about what subject you teach at school?
Okay. Presently, I teach pendidikan anti korupsi.
Oh, really? This is the first time for me here at
Yes,
pendidikan anti korupsi.
me too.
Okay.
Yes. Maybe you can explain a little bit about that subject.
Okay. Pendidikan anti korupsi is a new lesson and it is related to the lesson PPKN and pendidikan agama because it teach about the behavior, honest, and other norms in society.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yes, that's really good. So, Miss, so you don't teach English anymore?
Yes, I don't teach English anymore because in primary school, this lesson is only as an extracurricular activities.
Oh, that's good. In my opinion, especially during a pandemic like this, school children are divided into two sessions, which means teaching time is also full, right?
Yes, of course.
As we all know, you have taught English before. Do you have desire to open private English lessons?
Okay, at first, I decided to open the course at home, but recently, after the school activities, I have another housework to do and I don't have any free time.
Hmm.
Because it's an ability that should not be missed, so as not to forget and also increase income.
Yeah, I agree with Abel, especially introducing English to children from an early age. That is a good first step for the children's future.
Absolutely, I agree with you all. For kids, it can improve their knowledge, and for teachers, it can add their salary or as another income. But I'm so sorry, I cannot open it at home.
Oh, yes, I understand.
It's okay, Miss.
Okay, next question. As we know, there are still many areas that are left behind and lack educational support from the local government. What do you think about the teachers who dedicate themselves to teaching in such areas?
Absolutely, it is right. But I can't be egoist because I have a family and they need my attention too. I really appreciate about the teachers who teach in the area which far from the nice communication.
Okay, I understand about what do you think.
Sorry in advance if this question is too private for you. May I know how big your family support for you as a teacher, especially during a pandemic like now?
My family is really support me and they don't have any problems about it.
Okay. So was there an interesting experience while being a teacher during the pandemic, Miss?
Okay, of course. There are many interesting experiences, especially in the learning process. When we are all use Max, but it is as unusual for us.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's a little bit delayed.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Like what Miss Ivo said before, maybe it's not really easy to recognize your student, right, Miss? Especially
Okay.
for the new student.
Yeah.
We
Of
just
course.
can see about their eyes. Yes.
We can only see their eyes. So when we don't recognize their voice, so we can understand who is that.
Yes, because so close like this.
Yes. Okay. So, is there any message or hope that you want to make it happen, especially for education in Indonesia?
Okay. For the young generation, I wish please your time in a useful thing and do not waste your time to do other things because you live in a modern technology. Don't play a game.
So
Amen. Okay.
don't play a game. Don't waste your time.
Yeah,
Done.
that's all. If you use
Okay.
time to play TikTok but in a education thing, it's really good. And maybe I will be a volunteer to subscribe it too.
Okay.
Maybe make some content that useful for other people.
Okay,
That.
that's really good. Don't waste your time to play a game. It's really waste our time.
Okay. I'm so agree with you.
Uh, yeah, we understand. It turned out that as a teacher, there are also difficulties, especially teaching primary school and the online system, especially during this pandemic.
The story is very interesting about being a teacher during the pandemic. We know how difficult the teacher are when teaching their student.
Through the story told by Mrs. Evo, we as students have become more aware of how to respect the lecturers who are teaching.
Yes.
Okay, so Miss, the story that you shared was really interesting for us. This is the new thing for us because we do this interview like by online. It's not really a usual thing, but we try to like uh, getting fit on it. So
Mhm.
I can't believe that our online meeting is already at the end of the event, and we got a lot of your stories, and hopefully Mrs. Ivo will be more fluent in carrying out her duties as a teacher and keep her enthusiasm for other activities like as a housewife.
Okay, thank you so much.
So thank you for Mrs. Ipo, your attendance in this talk show. Stay
Okay,
healthy, wear masks, and keep your distance. We are from the MABER talk show. Say
okay,
goodbye, and we will see you on the next talk show.
okay.
MABER!
Mahasiswa
Mahasiswa
Mahasiswa!
berguna.
mahasiswa
Berguna.
menjadi